Hello, welcome, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and just Happy New Year, everyone. How are we doing today? Welcome to an extra sip. I'm your host, Miriam Samaki, and guys, I missed you. I really feel like it's been forever. It's been so long. I almost forgot how to do this. Just kidding, I'm a pro. Just to explain a little bit of the weird position today, I am in a classroom and I'm at the head of the table as a professor would be, just looking at an empty room of chairs, and it's great. In case you're wondering, this room is not soundproof, but it's also 11 p.m. on a cute little Sunday, so I feel like most people are studying in a library or in bed, so we can scream as loud as we want, everyone. But how are you? I feel like I haven't been on this for so long, even though it's just been 1 week that I didn't record, but I don't know why it feels so long. I really don't know. And I don't even know what I've been doing, which is the weird part. Like, I have to fill you in on my amazing weekend that happening. And I think that's just why I'm feeling in such a great mood. Today I I had a little dinner date with the love of my life. She's my best friend. And that was super cute. And then I got back home at 9:55, I think. And I was like, what if I just go to the gym? And I told my roommate, I was like, should I go to the gym? And she was like, is it open? I was like, yeah. And she was like, I mean, go if you want to. And I'm just like, why not? Why not? Because what am I really going to do? I knew I was going to record this anyway. And this is kind of far from my dorm. But the gym is close to here. So I'm like, well, why don't we just go to the gym and then just record my little podcast? So I did. I went to the gym for when I got there, I had 45 minutes. And by the time I put all my stuff down, all that. So I did a little 15-minute ab circuit thingy and then a 15-minute spin bike thingy. And I'm saying thingies because I don't really know how to gym. I don't know. I really want to have a trainer, but those are mad expensive. So no one has that type of money. But there's also YouTube and Pinterest. Pinterest is what I use to get a circuit, do this for 2 sets and do this many. So I was like, okay, great. This is easy to use, very flexible, very accessible, very adaptable. So that was great for me. For spinning, I was on a bike where I could turn up the resistance, so 8, 9, 15, But then I didn't really like that bike, so I went to one where I just turned the spin dial. And I don't know how to do spinning. I went to one spin class and it hurt my butt because the seats are just very uncomfortable. But they do make your butt look great. I've seen people who go to spin classes. Hello, Soul Cycle in LA. They look great. So one thing that I do whenever I work out is that I just listen to music like bops. I only listen to bops. And whenever it gets to the chorus or the intensity part, I just max out, I guess I would say. If I'm running, which I don't run, but if I am running, then I'll sprint to that part and then I'll kind of walk, or on the bike, I was standing up for the intensity parts and then I sat down for the other parts. So to me, I thought I did a good workout. If anything, it was nice because I would have just been laying down, and in my mind, it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's better than doing nothing. And it made me feel proud of myself. So that's great. Because y'all, I was looking at myself today and I was just looking in the mirror and I was like, she is, wow. Wow. And as I'm recording this, the Victoria's Secret fashion show, which we all know the scandals with them, I do not support. Even though for Black Friday, I did do the 10 pieces of underwear for $35. I did do that. You know what? No, I didn't, because I bought it from Pink. Good. So I don't support Victoria's Secret. I will say, though, they have some cute bras, guys. They really do. Ooh, I don't know. Anyways, but they have their little fashion show today. And I was like, well, I don't know why I'm not the lead model, because when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, wow, I am just coming through. And it's amazing to me because this is going to the gym today. So in total, that's probably 3 times that I've gone to the gym this whole semester. Again, the semester started in August and it is December 3rd today. So that's Great. And I'm not eating smartly either. My food choices are a bit dumb. Even though, I don't know, I think I'm getting better with that though, because I'm not having hamburgers, which is great. I just don't like them. I just don't like red meat. It's stupid. And fries I'm still eating, so that's not great. But I'm taking smaller portions of fries. Guys, all I'm saying is that I'm out here. And maybe for once in my life, my New Year's resolutions this time can be focused on not fitness and health. I'm still gonna do it, obviously, but that's not like, okay, guys, I gotta get in shape. You know, I just feel like I don't need to make that really this I have to do, because I'm basically already doing it, and I kind of want to focus on other things. Like, I was talking to a friend today, and like, I don't know, I kind of just want to do more with my day. Why? Let me explain. So yesterday was kind of crazy for me. I hated it. But then after, I was like, honestly, I feel so good and so productive and so zen and in my chakras. So from 10 a.m. to 4, I was like booked up doing something. And then I had a work shift from 4 to 6. And then I had to watch something for one of my classes from 6 to 8. And then I was going to record my podcast like after that, but the library was closed, so I couldn't. But guys, from 10 a.m. to 8, I was being productive. And during my work shift, yes, I was working, but I was also doing like essays and stuff for finals and preparing things for a speaking activity for my French class. And just, I was so productive yesterday. And it just really made me think, because sometimes whenever I like look up fun questions, because I love answering fun questions, and that's also what my best friend and I were doing when we had our little dinner date. Just fun questions. For example, one that I love is, if you could, well, let me not ask this question, because then I'm going to go off on another tangent. Guys, it's 7 minutes and I feel like I've jumped from many a topic. Stay with me. I'm just excited to talk to you. Okay. I'm excited to talk to y'all. But I don't know, just like fun questions, like, oh, if you could relive one experience in your life, what would it be? And then she turned around and was like, if you could erase one event from your life, what would it be? And I was like, I mean, do I want to be that person who's like, nothing, because everything has shaped me in some way? And I was really trying to think of something that I would erase, but nothing came to mind. Even like dark times for me, because do y'all remember when I was sobbing profusely? Yeah, my life is not always great, but I don't think I would ever remove an experience, because it's always taught me something. So I don't know, maybe answer that question for yourself. It really just got me thinking. It was nice. And what is one memory that you would relive? Like, that's always just a fun question, because it's like, oh, like, what was so amazing to me that I want it to happen again? I don't know, guys. Very fun questions. Very fun questions. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I really don't even know how I jumped, but again, I'm just so excited. I also think I'm talking at rapid speed, but that's okay as well. I'm also yelling, so that's probably not okay, but it's fine. Oh, so I was talking to someone, and I was like, I think we were talking about books and stuff. Yes, because she was like, we're doing a Secret Santa with my freshman hall, and one of the guys that I'm shopping for really loves books, so I don't know what book to get him. And I was just like, oh, I remember when I used to read books for fun and not for classes, you know? And then that just got me thinking, I really wish I could be that person who, like, I don't really know how to even describe it, but to me, my ideal lifestyle, and like just in my head, it might be weird, but in my head, this is just like such a positive like ray of sunshine, like a positive, happy person who just like wakes up early and goes on a walk listening to music or bopping to tunes, and does a cute little workout, or just walking can be your workout. Walking is a very good form of exercise. Like, you're moving your body. It's great. And then just having a little cute smoothie, or like oatmeal, or an acai bowl if you live in LA. You know what I mean? And then reading a good book, sitting under a tree and reading a book, or what else? Like, what? I don't know. In my head, in my daydreams, it's always reading a good book. And then doing everything that you have to do that day. Just being productive, hanging out with one or two friends. In my case, because y'all already know, groups of people, I really cannot do it. So, but guys, I was so proud of myself, because I have a group project that's due Tuesday or Thursday. It could be either or. I don't know. The professor is just going to pick our group. And there's 4 other people in this group, so that's 5 people. And we just work so well. Like, we're all just goofing off in a way. We're doing the work, but we're also just like, this is not even graded, so whatever happens, happens. And we already have, like, inside jokes. And I don't know. That's really one of the first times that in a group experience, I haven't wanted to shut down and cry. So that's so good for me, because another experience happened before. And I freaked out because I was like, this is too many people. And I started shutting down, and I was like, do I even want this experience right now? This is going to cause me a lot of stress. I don't know, may have bitten off more than I can chew for next semester already, but we're not going to talk about it. Okay. We're thinking about finishing finals, and just having a good holiday, and then we'll come back next semester, and whatever happens, happens, That's also a mindset that I want to have, like, just whatever happens, happens. And also, there has just been so much nonsense and stupidity, I feel like, that I've just experienced, and maybe it's like towards me, and I'm like, I don't have time for this. Life is too short for this, but it's also the longest thing I'll ever do. And I want to have a good time. So I don't have time for the BS. I really don't. And my friends and I, we basically came up with a little scale, I think. So either things happen and we're giggling about it, we are over it, we're just over it, or we're livid. And I feel like this semester I've been livid way too much, to the point where, I just had my first like panic attack and really just freak out. And now it just happens a lot because I didn't think I was able to get to that point. And now my mind just like jumps from, oh, this little thing, wow, I'm going to go to here. And it really just takes up so much energy, and I really don't want to do it. And then just being over it isn't a good place to be, because then I just want to lay in bed all day and be like, oh, I don't care. Like, I'm done. I'm unbothered. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to eat. I just want to lay down. And then I realize it's 8 p.m. I haven't left my room. I haven't seen anyone. And that's also not great. So now I'm just at that point where I'm just giggling. I'm really just giggling, because some things that are, I'm just like, what is even occurring right now? Like, this is dumb. This is so dumb. I don't understand. So I'm giggling. I'm giggling. So if y'all want to come to the comedy show, that is life sometimes, come through, guys, and let's giggle together. Truly. Because I can't. Oh, how are we doing, folks? How are we doing? Are we thriving, or are we experiencing the seasonal sads? On another podcast that I listened to, they were like, yeah, sometimes when the holidays roll around, I just don't know how I feel. And I'm like, I feel that. I definitely do. Sometimes you just feel sad on the holidays. I don't know. But for right now, I'm good. So that's good for me. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope we're eating. I hope we're sleeping. It's final season at my college, but I don't even care really, because it was like some tweet, and I think this little girl was like, I want to be a doctor someday. And her mom was like, oh, that's good, but you'll have to graduate from college and then go to college again and then take this test and then, do all these internships and stuff. And then the girl was like, oh, but that's only like 4 things. And honestly, work, queen. Like, honestly, yes, work. And then the comment was just like, why is my little sister or my daughter? Did I say mom? Why? Yeah, I don't, listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care. The person was like, why is this little girl just an impromptu, like, motivational speaker? Because I wrote down everything I had to do before I could leave, which is about 7 things. And, like, it's just 7 when I wrote it out. And it looked so easy to accomplish. Of course, when I actually break it down, it's like, oh, we actually have to write an 8-page paper, so do research on it. I would say proofread, but I don't do that ever. Hello. Wow. I forgot to turn off the email. Thanks. Sorry about that one. But yeah, when I wrote it down, it's only 7 things. And y'all, I'm already down to 5. I did 2 of the things easily. Tomorrow, I'm going to focus solely on one of the essays, get that done. We're not going to proofread it, so that'll be done tomorrow. Hello. And then Tuesday, we will get done with another thing. So, hello, we're down to 3, y'all. And then I have 2 tests, which I have to study for. But me studying for tests is just reading over my notes once. And I've done well. So bam, bam, we'll have one thing left. It's an essay, which I need to do well. Well, basically in this class, like I feel like I'm going to do well in all in the 3 other classes. But this one, I don't know. I just have gotten like C's, B minuses, B's. So we're just hoping for a good B minus, because your sister is trying to keep on the dean's list. So I'm like, well, and dean's list on my school is like a 3.6. So I'm like, well, if I get an A on these 3 things and then like a B minus on the other one, can I get on dean's? What is a B minus a GPA? Can I just do a quick little, because I don't know. B minus. Is that like a 3? No, that's not a 3. Hello. Is that a 2 point something? Wait, grade scale GPA. Let's look. Grade scale. Let's see. Okay, so an A, 4.0. Yeah, we knew this. Oh, a B minus is a 2.7. Okay, because I really doubt that I'm going to get a C, right? Because on my essay, that was like the midterm, I got a B plus, which is awesome for me. And then on these little reflections that are 10%, that's where I got the C and the B minus. So maybe I'll get let's say worst case scenario, B minus. So that's a 2.7. So 2.7 plus a 12, because hello, 3 4.0s divided by 4. Y'all, that's a 3.67. Hello, dean's list. So I just need to write an okay paper. And then we'll be done, guys. Oh my God. And then I will be a full second semester junior. I'm excited about it. That is one step closer to leaving this school and just one step closer to just doing what I want to do, and that's, it's so beautiful to think about. It really is. Okay. I don't know how to segue into this, but we're just going to move right along because I'm just talking at rapid speed, just over here chewing on my tracks. Really, I am. So guys, remember how I said that I was going to go on a little date? Let me just explain that. As you can see, I'm in a great mood, so obviously it went well, because one can only imagine the disaster of a state that I would be in if it didn't go well. And I already know that because I was telling someone, I was like, yeah, if this doesn't go well, then I'm going to be a danger to myself. And she was like, I feel like that's like not good to have like in the long run, And I was like, yeah, fair. Because if that is my mindset, like, oh, people like just don't want to hang out with me, then I feel like I'm going to be disappointed a lot in life, But I'm not a rational person right now. So it went well. So like, I'm happy. Anyways, so guys, the date just went so great. It really... Let me just start at the very beginning. And I don't know if he's ever going to listen to this, because I told him that I had a podcast, but like he didn't ask me the name. And he was like, I might listen. I'll listen to it. And I was like, yeah. But this was, when I told him, it was after I had already said that I'm going to talk about him. So I'm like, but I also don't care because I'm not saying anything bad. So it's all truthful facts. And if it's the truth, then like I don't care if you hear it, because like nothing I ever say is lies. I don't like spread lies. If it's true, then it's true. Like, don't do something if you don't want people to know about it, then obviously you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? Like, hello? I feel like if anyone talked about anything I did, like, that's very fair. Like, I did do that, so I can't even be mad at anyone. Oh, sips tea. Ooh, y'all got your glasses? It's a little bit shady. Anyways, so guys, with this date, I was wearing this cute fit, okay? Y'all, I was looking like an 8-course meal, a full snack with the appetizer, 2 entrees, and dessert. With a cute little alcoholic beverage of your choice. I don't know alcohol, so fill in that blank if you will. And then he comes in and first of all, he calls me, okay? And I was shook because we've just been messaging each other. So I was like, oh my God, like I'm going to find out his voice. He's going to find out mine. And like, I'm sure you guys know, but I just have to say, because some people really don't know. Again, let me just put on my little glasses because wow, is it shady in this room? I don't know. Some people just think that I'm an animal and I'm screaming all the time. That's not the case. I'm typically like quiet, keeping to myself, sitting alone, because I'm a normal human being and I know when to act in certain situations. So like how I'm talking right now in this episode, like that's not how I was on the phone. I'm not like, oh my God. No, that's not what I'm doing at all. So I feel like someone's going to come in here and be like, hi, I'm trying to study. But it's fine. It's so fine. Yeah. So he calls me and he was like, hey, I don't know how to park, because he was driving to me. Why? Because I'm the queen. So he called me to see where he has to park and everything. And I tell him and everything. And I hang up and I'm like, okay, that went well. He sounds cute. He sounds normal. He doesn't sound like a serial killer. Great. And then I see him. He comes to the door. I have to go down and like swipe him in and everything. And guys, he's wearing like a little dress shirt and like a little tie, because I told him to wear a tie because he really liked a shirt I was wearing on Tinder. Hello. Let me not even lie like I'm not using Tinder on the daily. Hello. So I was wearing that and I told him to wear like a tie because I thought it'd be cute, and he looked really cute and it was so nice. And basically I asked him, I was like, so how are we feeling? How are you? And he was like, what do you mean? Well, because we didn't decide where we wanted to eat. So I was like, so what are you feeling? And then he was like to eat. He's, oh my God, can I even speak? Sorry, I'm getting excited all over again. So he was like, do you mean where I want to eat or how I'm feeling right now? And I was like, well, both. Tell me where you want to eat and how are you feeling emotionally, spiritually? You know what I mean? And he was like, well, I'm kind of like nervous, kind of like self-conscious. And I don't know, guys, like that. Like, I just knew that it was gonna be, like, great. Like, if that makes sense. I don't know. Just the honesty that he was showing me, and he just looked like a genuinely, like, nice person. And I was scared, too, you know, but, I can't be self-conscious, and if he's self-conscious, because then is anything gonna happen, you know? Are we even gonna talk? So I was like, I don't know what you mean. Like, you look gorgeous. And like, I'm so excited to see you right now. And like, that made him smile. And he was like, well, you look gorgeous too. So guys, that was so nice. And then we went to a little pizza place thingy. He got pasta. I got cheese quesadillas. Cheese quesadillas. And y'all, first of all, let me just say that I am so funny because I was just saying all of these jokes, cracking all these jokes, and this boy was laughing like I was a comedian because, wait, I'm a full comedian. So that was really cute because, guys, just one of my turn-ons, laughter in general, just cute, genuine smiles, laughter. I just think it's so precious. And he thought I was funny. And anyone who thinks I'm funny is just a great person, because I am. And then we were vibing, guys. We were vibing because he was like, yeah, like, I'm not in school right now because to me, I just didn't feel like it was necessary. And like the way he was speaking, it was like intellectual and like knowledgeable, and he has passions and a drive, which is also like one of my turn-ons. It's just gonna be what my turn-ons are. But just someone with passion and goals is so amazing to me. And like people who don't go the natural route as well, because y'all already know if it was my choice, I would be out of college and, you know, doing the LA thing and trying that out. And of course, what I make it, who even knows, because it's very competitive, but I at least want to try it, and like that's what he's doing. And just on YouTube all the time, there was this one man where he was like, yeah, I finished high school, and then I don't know if it was high school or college, but anyway, what he was doing, he wasn't really liking. So he was like, I'm going to go backpack in Japan for a year. Y'all, he's been there for 10 years. He has a full girlfriend, a dog, a cute little family, and he is living it up in Japan. And I'm like, wow. Just how people are going I'm quoting, y'all can't see me, but the unconventional route. I just love it. So we were just talking about that. And the best thing is that this man is a jujitsu trainer. And I've done, guys, I'm so excited. I can't even speak. I did Taekwondo, so not like we related in any way because he is doing it now and I did it when I was a wee tot. So I couldn't really say much, but I don't know. It just was a great little conversation. And then we went back to my room and we watched Netflix. Not really Netflix because I don't have Netflix, but watching a movie. And I don't know, he is just so genuine, and I just love, like, the conversations we were having, I just never thought I would have with someone found on Tinder, if you kind of understand what I mean. Like, it was those types of conversations about certain things. If you catch my drift, I'm sure y'all do. And I don't know, we were just like talking about it, and I was like, I never expected this, but here we are. So that was so great. I don't know, it was just perfect. I think it was just so perfect. And then can I just say, and if he does listen to this, like, but then again, I already told him this to his face, so it doesn't even matter. Basically, y'all, when this boy takes off his shirt, when I tell you I was looking at Zeus, a Greek god, y'all, I could making pancakes on this boy's abs. Hello? Oh my God. I was like, these abs. And he was like, yeah, I have a couple. I was like, we over here. I have a couple? Sir, you have hundreds. Oh, he was really out here. He was really, oh my God. Oh, I can't. Wow. And every time I show people like his picture, they're like, wow, he's gorgeous. And I'm like, no, I know. But then I'm like, but he likes me. Or he thinks I'm pretty, at least. I don't know. I don't know if he freaking likes me. Who knows? But he thinks I'm pretty. And I was just like, okay, but like, should that even shock me? Because wow, I am. Y'all, my confidence is just thriving. Not even just because of him, but when I looked at myself in the mirror, I was like, y'all, look at me. Like, I'm so pretty. And then I was doing my makeup today for my little dinner date with my friend because, she's amazing. So I'm like, well, let me stunt for my girl, for my baby girl. Let me stunt. And I was like, I have just never seen such a beautiful creature standing in front of me before. Wow. A creature like me truly does inhabit, herbivores, omnivores, omniscient, I don't know. It truly does walk this earth. So look at me go, guys. Look at me go. And it was just great. And then, guys, we had to wake up. So we went to bed, me and this boy. And then we woke up at 6 a.m. So hello, wow, let me just go ahead and pack my little lunch and get on this high school bus because at 6 a.m. I have class at 7:15. We are back in high school, everyone. Oh, hello, principal. How are we today? Oh, social studies? Yes, I am ready for the test. Guys, 6 a.m., ridiculous. But basically, it's because he had work at 8 or something. I don't even know. So, and he was just like, yeah, I have to wake up at this time. And I was like, so that means I have to wake up at that time. And he was like, well, not necessarily. And I was like, yes, necessarily. You need an ID to get downstairs. If you go in the elevator without an ID and the door is closed, then you are stuck there until someone with an ID opens it. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. So I have to come with you, whether you like it or not. So we had a cute little breakfast, and that was so nice. And then he left, and I freaked out. I freaked out because... So I hate this about me. It's a blessing and a curse, I will say, because I get stupid attached to people. Stupid attached, guys. Because basically my first kiss was not a long time ago. She's a late bloomer, and it's not by my choice. Like I always say, why I'm single, it's not my choice. I don't want to be single, but I can't really date myself, so I have to wait on frickin' others. But basically, my first kiss was not a long time ago, and it was on Tinder too. And I just keep replaying that in my head too. And this boy fully unmatched me, left because he wanted other things, and I was like, no. And I don't know. I just keep thinking about it, and I'm just like, I wonder how he's doing. So that's all to say, I just get really attached to people. And that's why I was freaking out, because I'm like, well, this went so well, I think. And what if I just never see him again? And what if to him it was just and he just goes and finds someone else. So I was freaking out. I sobbed, screaming, crying, the whole shebang, as always. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I do. Hi, welcome to my life. But y'all, So he left that day, right? And I was sobbing the whole day. And then when I tell you the next morning, this boy messages me, "Good morning, gorgeous." And I was like, oh, okay. Hello, my Greek God. So, y'all, everything went well. And we were still talking every day. And then it was a few days ago, actually. And he did the same thing. "Good morning, gorgeous," as he always does. "Good morning, gorgeous. Good night, gorgeous." And I'm like, no, I know. And I was like, well, let me be bold right now. Let me be green and gold for the bold. Let me be stone bold. Let me be bolder than bold. Okay, let me be Ariel bold. And I want to see him again. And this will really show me if he wants to or not. So I pulled out my little phone. I did my Hail Marys. I did my little prayer. And I was like, hey, so you think I'm gorgeous, or so you say. I think you're gorgeous. I told you were a Greek god. It's almost December, and I leave the country because I told him I live in Ghana. I was like, and I, leave in a few days. So just for my peace of mind, I would like to see you again. Don't know how you think. Okay, bye, thanks. And then I promptly threw my phone away. I threw it out the window, burned it. So right now I'm using an iPhone X. So I bought a new phone after I'm just kidding. But guys, I was so nervous because I was like, if the answer is like no, then that is going to like crush me because, and of course, like not that he is indebted to me like at all in any way. Like, of course not. That's not the problem. It's just that, oh, well, again, it's a situation where I don't know. I don't know. I guess where I'm attached to someone and they're just like, ooh, skirt, which I feel like happens all the time in my life. So I was really nervous and he didn't respond for like 5 hours. So that also like really hurt. But then he was like, no, we should totally meet up again. I'm just like moving stuff into my place. But whenever all that's done, like I'll come to you with a date. So I'm like, oh, Santa, tell me if he's really there. Oh, don't make me fall in love with him if he won't be here next year. Santa, tell me, Ariana, if he really cares. So Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas is really like, he's gonna be here. So I'm like, wow, great. Good. So guys, life is going great for me right now. Life is going great in terms of everything. I feel like things are fine. There are still like some rough days, which fair, because if I was happy all the time, then that would be weird. If anything, I'd be like, what is happening here? Why am I happy? Why am I not sad? But everything is great. Everything is great. So yeah, now y'all know about that one. I filled y'all in. I was glad that he didn't stand me up because that would have also sucked. I was glad that he was the person who he said he was going to be. I'm glad that he didn't lie. So everything's good. Everything's good. And I don't even know what else to say, guys. I don't even know what to say because that really was the gist. I don't know, guys. It's just been such a long time. But I just want to fill you in my life a little bit. I feel like nothing really has happened. Like, I don't even remember what the last week even was. Oh no, my phone case. Sorry, I'm just pulling off the gems of my case. But I don't even know really what's happening. I don't know. I think I'm just going through it day by day. And I'm like, okay, well, we're going to classes. We're going to take a nap. Or we're going to do some homework. Maybe. I just love how I've gotten, well, let me not say that I don't do work. I do. And I feel like I put in effort, but I feel like I'm not putting in like, so, well, freshman year, I definitely was doing the most because some classes you actually need to do the readings. Now I don't do readings. And I think that's something that you develop over time. Like I fully should be doing readings in classes. For example, for this class for my major, I should have been doing the readings, but I haven't. And then I found out, okay, for this little project with my group, I only need to know like one of the theorists. So, okay, I'll read about him. And then I also have the help of my group. So we all like pitch in ideas. And then guys, for my final essay, I only need to focus on 3 theorists. And 2 of them I read where I know like what they are all about before the midterm. And then post midterm, y'all, I didn't do anything. So, and I only need to read 1 from after the midterm. So I'm like, I'm work smarter, not harder, guys. Smarter, not harder. Because there was fully 6, 7, 8 theorists that I had to read, but now I only need to read 1 for this essay. So, y'all, I'm fully thriving right now. I'm fully thriving. And then for my other class that I'm writing an essay for my psychology class, I am picking a topic that I know I have read about and have done papers about, and something that, this teacher can't even clock me for, because, I got it. It's basically race relations. And what am I even studying? I don't know. Something about African Americans, y'all. I don't know. But it's me. So I feel like that I can easily do. I am just out here. Like an essay I wrote sophomore year, I'm fully going to use that until I graduate. I'm not going to use it because I'm not going to plagiarize myself. But I'm going to use that research article that I already summarized and did a whole analysis on. I'm going to use that as much as I can. Because why am I really doing the most out here, guys? I don't know. Because I hopefully I'm putting positive vibes into the air. Hopefully I'm going to get an internship with the government that I did a Skype call for, and I was so scared. I was so nervous because it was really early in the morning, and I had my little laptop open, and I was looking at myself, and I was like, hi. And then the time came when I had to join in, and I clicked the little button, and then this man's face just pops up, and he was like, okay, we're just going to begin. And I'm like, okay, sure, great, sure. And like, I think that experience really showed me it's not about your degree at all, unless you're a doctor, unless you're an accountant, something in the medical field. Okay, your degree definitely matters, but you really don't need your degree. It really is about the skills and experiences you have, because he asked me about 10, 15 in-depth questions like, okay, if you had this problem, how would you go about it? What is your most important skill? What experiences relates to how well you would do in this job? All of this. And when I told my mom about it, I really realized like, wow, if you haven't had any experiences, then you are effed in the real world, because you can have the best degree. But if you didn't do any clubs, if you didn't have any like leadership position in a way, and when I say leadership, you don't have to be like the president of the world. Do little things and spin it to fit to what you want to do. Because fully in high school, I barely, I don't think I did any leadership because I was so shy, and in groups I would always shut down. So coming into college, I was like, wow, like I really suck. Like I feel like I'm so behind in everything. But slowly I'm making my way up and just doing what I can. So that's really awesome. And I'm kind of spinning things in a way to be like, well, I wasn't the leader, but I did kind of inspire and motivate others in a way. That was a form of leading, So that experience really just showed me, who cares about degrees? I mean, I don't know. Because also my school is a prestigious one. So that's why I'm more and more, I'm like, well, maybe it's okay that it didn't transfer. Of course, it will always be in the back of my head, but, I think it's always going to be there. Just what would have happened if I did transfer, and where would my life be? Who would my friends be? I would never have met my Greek god of a boy. So my life could be completely changed. I don't even know if I would have this episode, because would they have a podcasting club at my other school? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. So who knows? And just going back to those fun questions that my friend and I were asking, like, is applying to the school, is that a mistake that I regret? Because it really was a mistake to even apply because they didn't have my major. So if I was more intellectual about what I was doing, and I actually told my parents about what I was doing, and the counselor, then again, my counselor we were abroad, so she didn't have like knowledge on like Virginia in general because people were applying to Asia, Europe, you know. So what's she gonna know about like a little old Virginia? Hello, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Like at the end of the day, I don't think I regret this decision, which is, it's such a healthy place to like say that, because waking up every day freshman year, sophomore year, and just being like, I don't want to be here and I hate this. Yes, there are parts that I hate, and just the fact that I'm not passionate about my major, and every time that I tell people what my major is, I cringe a little bit because I see their faces. Because I work at the front desk at my school, and every time I'm just smiling at, you know, parents and new potential students as they're walking in. And this group of people, I think they were all related. It was woman, man, older individuals, and like a student who might be applying, I don't know. They were just like, oh, so what's your major? And I told them, and they were all just like, oh. And, you know, I don't know. And maybe I'm looking too much into it because that's always what I've heard. So now anytime people are just like, oh, I might think of it as like a, oh. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense anymore, but that kind of sucks. But I'm just remembering, okay, but this interview with this government internship, that's going to look so good on my resume if I get it, is going to be awesome. And the fact that I even got an interview was awesome. And one of the questions this man asked me, I low-key had no idea what he was asking me. Like, he used a word that I didn't know, and I asked him to define it, and then he defined it with another word I didn't know. So I was like, right. And I was like, full Aquila and the Bee. Okay, can you use it in a song? But I answered it, and he was like, that's really unique. Most people, when I ask that, they go this route. But you went, I think he was like, most people go systematically, but I went more emotionally, which is a talent. Well, not a talent, but that's something I really love, like being empathetic and like, okay, well, I want everyone's ideals to be heard, and I feel like everyone can contribute a little bit, you know what I mean? That's the type of person I am. So he was like, no one has ever gone that route, so thank you for that. Like, that was awesome. And I was like, guys, I'm out here. So I don't know. And it's also nice because in my head, I'm always like, well, I'm not smart. I don't know. Sometimes the way I say things and explain things is not great. And that's really why I say public speaking is my talent, but it's not me even right. Well, I have wrote. Wow. See, y'all see this? I have written speeches before. I have written speeches before, but the main thing that kind of kicked me off was me writing my own speech. But anyways, when I was on the speech team and I won for regionals and second place in districts and winning for state, that was something that was already written. And I feel like I can say things in a way that people will want to listen to, hopefully. And when I have to come up with things myself, I'm like, spilled the lipstick on my Valentino way back. But I don't know. I think I'm in a healthy place right now. And always just the little devil on my shoulder is like, there's going to be a point where you're going to crash and you're going to feel sad because you don't deserve happiness and something is always going to go wrong in your life. And that kind of sucks, and trying to shut that out because I feel like life is so good right now and I really just want to keep that. Why? Because I'm giggling at everything stupid in my life right now and at this little devil that's saying this, like I'm giggling. You know what? He's not even the devil because I love Lucifer. Satan, if you're listening, hello. I love you. Zaddy. So I don't know. We'll just say like a little bad voice in my head. But I don't know. I'm just going by it day by day, as I said, giggling, laughing, and we gonna make it through. We only got 7 things to do, girl. Like that little girl said, that's only 7 things. And honestly, it's only 5. So great. Anyways, guys, this was awesome. I loved speaking to you guys. We still have some time, but I have to figure out if I'm going to be doing this over the winter because my internet in Ghana is slow, or if we're going to end with season 2 here, which it has been a ride and a half, y'all, and coming back with season 3 up in January. But we still have a few more episodes until then, and I will keep y'all updated as always. If you are listening, new, old, young, old. Yep, that was old twice. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for listening. As always, thank you so much for coming to the little brewery, to the tea garden. I have appreciated all of you. Again, this was an extra sip with Miriam Samaki, and I will see you guys next Tea Tuesday. All right, guys, bye.